comes from the Bible too.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not really telling me anything extra, and the extra stuff is what I'm interested in.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, the extra stuff is what's in you, I guess. I mean, I don't know how else to...
If you are in the bottom, can you bring the questions up so we can understand what's going on down there too?
No, it's just me and Dennison bantering back and forth about...
some people asked me some stuff from the chat too. But I think somebody asked if I had an out-of-body experience.
Women.
Oh yeah, I tried to answer him several times. Yes, I have had an out-of-body experience more than once.
Same person is asking the same question?
The Bible is written by men. We've already discussed that. I mean, I believe that. And I've always said a lot of times in here that I believe that a lot of what's in the Bible is kind of common sense to man. I mean, you know, do unto others, those kind of things, you know what I mean?
Basic understanding, I guess, you know, just being kind to everyone. But the Bible I know is not.
Maybe that's all. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm wrong and that all it is just a book that was written to try and change man's lives into doing the right thing. But there are other things that have happened in my life that have caused me to believe, you know? I mean, I just kind of feel like it's a pool of things that I've experienced in my 54 years here that I believe that, you know, whether my thought of we're here on hell until we make the right decision. In other words, when we die, we're born again, and we got to do it all over until one day we somehow make the right decision. You know, that's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
What kind of experiences will we be talking about?
Well, I mean, you always make fun of the one where I was
were selected
from God. You know, another one was you know, just my experience with losing my brother, and you know.
So, I don't know why you say it that way. You've told the story in front of me 3 times. The first time I was arguing with Exiled while you were telling it.
Right, yeah.
Second time I didn't say anything, make fun of you at all, right? And now I'm hearing it for the third time. So how am I always making fun of you?
How do you
but maybe it was just one time. I was touched by a famous pastor from Philadelphia. He was someone that helped kids, and he was very well known in the community. And oh shit, my background. That's funny.
Okay. You guys are in here? Yes. Yes, that is. That is. I had to go ask for advice. I had to go ask for advice. Yes, that is. Not much, Brian. Can you hear and see me? Brian? Yep. And Karen? Hey, Karen. I'm trying to get my daughter to come into the room. I got to call her and let her know that I just went live, and then she'll be in, I hope, and then she might bring some of her friends with her. I'm going live. First time. Well, not the second time. First time I went live, I got hit with a whatchamacallit because I had music on it, and I deleted it before I was able to request a removal. So I can't play music on my live until I can straighten that out, because I don't want to keep getting hit with it and then get knocked out of YouTube completely for something that I'm ignorant of. But I'm gonna try to get my daughter. Yeah, that's right. Copyright claim. And I'm stupid. I know I read that once before, but I'd forgot, so I just went ahead and deleted it. And then I found out that I still got the claim against me, and there's no way to get it off now because I deleted the session. So I'm gonna have to find a way to call them because I don't know how to get a hold of them otherwise. To get it taken off. I'm positive that I was doing the fair usage because everybody listens to the radio. I mean, if they were going to do a copyright hit on everybody that hears their music, there wouldn't be anybody buying their damn music. Everybody'd be getting in trouble every time you play it. So. Oh, did you really? Okay, cool. That makes me feel a whole lot better. Okay. I set up a panel so that people can come up. Let me see if I can send a. Do I have to send a link? I guess, right? Invite. Copy the clipboard. Copy. Okay, I think it's on there. Somebody wants to come up live, they can. I'm going to call my daughter and let her know that I'm on. What's everybody doing tonight? Anything good? Hippie's got a room and Cat's got a room. Cat something. I'm not quite sure. But Ms. B is in her room. And it's my understanding that there's some people have got a problem with Ms. B. I don't know why. Did you just wake up? I'm live on YouTube. You can look for my name on the notice or just go to my site. Okay, and then get into the room and come up on the panel if you want to. All right, bye-bye. Love you. Oh. I believe my daughter is on her way. I don't know yet, but I hope she is. And I'm not the most entertaining feller there is, but I thought I'd try this with my daughter and see if we can get something going. I'm real eager right now because my older sister has flown down from Minnesota, and she's going to be down here for about a month. Okay, you don't have to worry about the drama here. I believe everybody I've got. Oh, there she is. Everybody I got in the room has wrenches except for my sweet daughter. Let's see if I don't know how to see if I can give her how do you give a wrench? You give them a star? Is that how you do it? Hi, Macy. Does that do it? I turn her star into blue. Did that turn her blue? Did you just turn blue, Macy? You got like a little wrench beside your name? Yes? Maybe? 3 dots? Use the 3 dots. Okay. Not sure. I'm not sure either, honey. Let's see, there's supposed to be 3 dots here. And it says put in timeout, block user. I don't think that's it. I was able to do everybody else before because I didn't have a panel to work with. And I can work without a panel, but nobody can get up on the board. Oh, that's what that does. That puts you up there on the screen. How about that, sweetie? Do you see my image, Macy? Yeah. What do you guys think? I should go back to YouTube and see if I can get it up on YouTube. Let's see what happens. Yep. It says, okay. Macy, I think I can do it from here. Yes, I can see you. Okay. Let's see here. You keep moving. Okay. Add monitor. Okay, Macy, you should be blue. Next time you say something or type in something, your name should be blue with a blue wrench right beside it, sweetie. There you go. Be back 1 second. Okay, sweets. The
Be back 1 second. Okay, sweets.
the YouTube version is a couple seconds behind the actual broadcast. And there's my sister on the phone. She's in the next little town up. Yeah. Hey, this is my daughter, Karen. She's the one she plays the trumpet. She's a musician. And do I have a I don't quite know how to get the panel link to work yet, but I'm working on it, folks. If somebody could help me out, if they know how to do that, I would certainly. Oh, okay. This should do the trick. Go to at the top of the browser and paste it in the chat. Oh, let me try this again. All right. Let's see here. All right. How's that? Will that work? That'll work, won't it? Okay. Anybody want to step up? Karen. Hi, Karen. I don't hear your voice quite yet. What is it that I need to do? It looks like the layout. Oh, okay. I see if there's multiple people here. So we can do a layout like this. Okay. Now, how about you, Macy? Can you come up? It brings you up on the board here. I don't know if I can't hear you for some reason, but my sister Rachel has just left to go get my sister Barbara. It's quite an exciting time around this little house. When I left to get on the train to come back down here from Minnesota, I didn't bother waking Barbara up because I didn't want to wake her up because it's just too early. And then when I just got on the train and she called me and said, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm on the train." She goes, "Oh." I said, I know." I said, I didn't mean to not wake you up, but you just looked like you were so peaceful that click on my picture down below. Oh, okay, here we go. There you are.
Oh.
Karen, you helped me out. See, this is what happens. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But then, then people were able to help me. And I'm not afraid to say, I'm ignorant because I am.
At first.
Not too bad for first time though, huh?
There you go.
Okay. Brian, would you like to come up?
I don't think Brian's still here. I don't know.
Are you still here, Brian? Okay, so if I get hit with these copyright things, do I have to say, do I have to have them taken off or just let them ride?
No, just let them go. Don't worry about it. If there's strikes, then you have a problem. Just don't play videos. Don't play like AC/DC, Eagles. You should be good.
Yeah, okay.
Have you ever seen one of my streams?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. There's lots of music.
Yeah, you have Bootlicker X play,
Right.
and then you have some of your own, which I like your music.
Yeah, he sings, and we get copyright claims all the time.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's no worries. So far, we've been doing this almost a year, so.
Right.
Yeah, you should be all right.
You know Hippie, right?
Mm-hmm. Not personally, but
not for. I mean, his room.
Right.
They're over. Him and Dennis and X are debating the Bible, and I like to stay away from those discussions.
Yes, religion and politics, good places to stay away from on panels.
Especially these days, politics.
Oh yeah.
People get real upset with the politics.
Right. Okay, Macy, the link will bring you to up here. It'll put you in the basement first, and then your dad can put you up on the screen. You can use a picture like mine. Is she up here?
Yeah, she's up.
I think I'm already
There
here.
you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Hi, Macy.
So when they're in the basement, they're just sitting there, and then I've got to go over and add them.
Right.
Hover over top of them and add. Okay, so that was the main issue I had with getting one
Oh,
started because I was sitting here trying to wonder. I was wondering what the heck are they talking about? Because I
yeah.
click the ad. What do I got to click? And I even asked the technician. And they was telling me I got to go over here to this little box, but he didn't say hover your mouse over your box and it'll come up. He didn't say
Right.
that.
Right.
He just said go to the little box and click. And I said there's no click button on my little box. I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, oh, you take your mouse over and hover and it'll appear. I go, oh, okay. I'm glad you said that now. I
You got
appreciate,
it.
yeah, I appreciate your help.
We've all been there.
Yeah,
No worries. No worries
no
at all.
worries.
So you
So
can.
the number of people that's listed in my room are the people that's not blue. I've noticed that it
Um,
makes a distinction between the Smurfs and non-Smurfs.
on YouTube, where it says two watching now, is that what you're
Yeah,
saying? Usually, I don't show up for some reason. I don't know why, but it usually says 0 when I'm on somewhere.
yeah. Right now it's saying two is watching, so there's maybe two in the room. I'm going to click on my
That
own.
would be Macy and I.
I like my own like. I like my own room, so I went ahead and clicked like on it.
Yeah,
Um,
you should do that always.
yeah, Brian, I didn't get to make Brian a monitor. Next next time he shows up, I'll make him a monitor.
Yeah, he's pretty busy usually, but
Yeah.
he stops in always to say hi.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Brian's a good guy.
Yeah. He can be trusted. You think?
Oh yeah, you can
Okay.
trust Brian.
Okay.
But excuse me.
So I'm going to continue to run a clean room if I can.
Yeah, that's always a good idea. But
Yeah.
sometimes it just happens. It gets out of control. Yeah. I don't usually go on panels, so
Well, I can put them in the basement immediately, right?
absolutely. And if they're still being an idiot, like people have done with me, you take them and kick them out from
Just
the
kick
basement.
just kick them out completely.
Yep. You can kick them out or you can block them. It's up to you. Hi,
Uh,
JJ.
who's here now?
JJ.
AJ. Okay? JJ.
That's my friend JJ.
Oh, Jimmy Joe. Hey, buddy, how you doing? He's buffering. Why is did he?
He
Why is
says we're buffering.
huh?
He said we're buffering, but it looks good to me. I don't see any buffering.
Maybe it's just on his end.
Yeah, it has to be.
Uh, hey, JJ, if you'd like to come up to the panel, you don't have to show your face. You can put your little medallion on there, like these other two. Or you're good, huh? Yeah. You have you subscribed to my channel? That's a good question. Have you done
There
that?
you go.
JJ is a very, very good friend of my daughter's.
Well, that's good.
Hmm.
I'll let him and her tell you. Whatever they say. I don't want to say too much. I'll get in trouble.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We've known each other since 5th grade.
Oh, cool.
So that's
Yeah.
like 8 years, I think.
Wow. That's
And James
good.
Joseph is a pretty good kid.
Good.
Hmm.
Uh huh. Sure is. He's a good kid.
That's good.
Is there anybody else in here besides JJ? No. Okay. Well, I can handle that. JJ, did you? Oh, you didn't answer my question. Did you subscribe to my channel? I'm still growing my channel, bud.
AJ.
Mm.
I got to get who's Macy. I don't know who is Macy.
That's so rude.
That's rude. He's trying to be funny.
Macy, you might want to think about using a different name. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, when you come into the room, Macy, you can assign yourself a different name. You can give yourself an acronym, a
Well, do
handle.
it. You have to do it on YouTube. Um,
Oh
because
yeah,
a lot of
my
times
account name.
females aren't. I mean, putting your first and last name, you can get stalkers and stuff. It's happened to me before.
Mm.
So you might want to think about just putting Macy S maybe or something like that.
Hi, Jane. How you doing?
Hi, Jane.
Thank you for coming into my room. This is the second time I've been live. I'm trying to grow a channel so I can get up above 50, and then I can do live mobiles. And I'm thinking strongly of trying to do some type of auditing, but I'm not when and if I ever do the auditing, it's not going to be the typical auditing that you see on that runs on the circuit right now. It's going to be more wholesome. I'm going to be more talkative to the policemen, more respectful to them, understanding their position and telling them that I appreciate them, which I do. And, and
Uh,
I'll be able to see if they're good or not. If they're not good cops, I'll know. I'll have to try to figure out how to handle that on the spot. But I'll be able to pick out a good policeman if I can see him. You ask Macy. I'm a pretty good judge of character.
Yeah.
I can tell when somebody's a good person versus a not.
well,
And
that's
most of the boys around here, they behave themselves, and they're good guys. I promote our local law enforcement agencies. Uh, I've had arguments with a few of them a couple times. A neighbor's dog came down and well, thank you, Jane. Thank you. Um, a neighbor's dog came down and killed a bunch of my chickens, and then when I called the sheriff's department, the owner of the dog, he had a buddy in the sheriff's department, so he called his buddy in. So I had two deputy sheriffs. One was taking a report and believing me, and the other one was doubting me. And the one that was doubting me, he was kind of a butthead, and we kind of got in an argument. But then after that, I figured, if I had a inside buddy, I'd probably do the same thing. So it's just one guy looking after another guy's interest. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all good. Um,
right.
just the guy didn't want to believe that his dog could kill chickens, and I don't know why he believed that, but
Well, all dogs can kill chickens, pretty
all dogs,
much.
if they're big enough to kill chicken, they'll kill
Exactly.
chicken.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Well,
JJ is a good boy. He's a good young man. I'll just put it that way. He's not a boy no more. He, well, he's graduated like you are, isn't he, Macy?
And he's 18, turning 19.
So he's not a boy no more, is he?
Mhm.
Not really.
oh, I have two little babies myself.
Yorkies. Macy, tell him what you got.
What, Rottweilers?
And
3 mixes that are old.
old Jessie. She's half blind and she's deaf and she walks sideways. Sometimes she gets in the corner and she can't get out of it, and then she barks and cries to get herself out of it. And sometimes she don't feel good, and they put her on a pillow and she'll just lay there all day. She's like an old Timex. She just keeps skipping. Well, we got her when the kids were little. It was wintertime and she was a stray. And coming down the street, she was going from house to house begging for food, looking for something to eat. And I got my son out there, and we got her in on the porch and got her something to eat, and we just took her right on in and claimed her. And we took her to the vet and got her better. And then when we got her healthy, somebody decided they wanted to claim her. So we drew up a bill for upkeep and food, and that was the end of it. They didn't want nothing to do with her after that. We said, well, now we have to be paid for our time. I mean, we did come by the first time to see if she was here, and y'all didn't want her. But now, now that she's healthy, now you want her. You're going to have to pay for that service. So they didn't want her. So we,
Of course.
we didn't want to give her back because she wasn't being treated right. She was starving and stuff.
Right.
So she was already a senior citizen,
Oh,
and,
jeez.
and so she's had a good life. And I don't know how much longer she's going to last, but
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, I just had to put one down 2 months ago.
yeah, it gets rough.
Oh, yeah.
Uh huh. Then we got a little, or they got a little rat terrier.
I have something like that too.
Uh huh.
That's what I got after I put my other one down. I adopted this little one. Wire hair. Does yours have wire hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Bruiser, he's a mama's dog. When he doesn't get when his mommy's not around, he cries.
That's what mine does too. When I'm not in the room, she'll start crying.
Does he? And then we got um, what's your other dog's name?
Sally?
Sally. Sally dog. We got her from the countryside, and she came from a group of dogs. We don't know what happened to them, but we got her, and she's been a good dog ever since.
Well,
Good old Sally. She used to be the dominant dog until the Rottweilers came along,
oh, I bet.
and then we get that one. What's your Rottweiler's names?
Maddie and Mo.
Okay, Maddie. We got Maddie in, and then Maddie took over the alpha, and she keeps everybody in line. She won't let nobody fight, argue.
Wow.
They start getting at it, and she'll lay right on top of them until they quit.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Aw.
Momo, they brought him in. My ex-wife and I, we're not married anymore.
Mhm.
But the dogs and the cats are all my friends. Um, to them, we're all just one big family. I'm just one of the members of the families that don't stay there all the time.
Ah.
But when I'm there, they know who I am. Never had a problem with them. But
Wow.
Mo, he's still young, and he goes out to the limits of what he can do and he can't do. And then Maddie always lets him know where he stands.
Hmm. You
Ross,
thought by now that Mo would be more dominant, but he's definitely still taking the back seat to Maddie.
oh yeah, hmm and the two best dogs that we had was Daisy and Harley. Uh, and they unfortunately had to be put down. They just got too old, and
Right.
we had to put them down. And I really, it hurt me to have to put old Harley down. He was a good dog. He was a black. Um, so my mind is blank. What was he, Macy? Do you remember Harley?
I don't really remember what breed he was.
Do you remember what breed he was?
No, but he wasn't a very big dog.
No, Daisy was a rat terrier, like Blue or Bruiser is.
Yeah.
Daisy was she was more of a rat. She was like she only lacked the teeth, kept her from being a show dog. She was a
Oh.
she was a reject from a show dog family over in Kentucky, and she got
Mhm.
she came into Teresa's life I guess it'd been a long time ago, and
She was 20 years old when she died.
right, she
I
was
had
getting
one like that.
yeah, she was up there when I met them, the three of them.
Wow.
It was Teresa and then Harley and Daisy, and Harley, I think Harley died first, didn't he?
I
Did,
don't remember.
he got down in the back and started walking on his legs, and he just couldn't do it no more. I had to take him in, and then Daisy, she got so old, and she got beside herself, and she just she had to. Well, thank you, Jane. Or you're welcome, Jane. You're welcome. Um, But anyway, um, I think we got Sally and Bruiser, and then Lily died. So yeah, it was first, and then after that it took off. I mean, then all of a sudden, we had a cat, and he was just like them. I mean, he was the other member. He was the fourth member of the family when I came along, and I became the fifth member. And that was Tigger. Teresa had a Tigger, and he was just as old. He died when he was about 20, 22, something like that.
37.
Oh, okay. Jane, are you subscribed to my channel? You have to click on the bell beside the subscription, and then hit all to get all notifications. Now, I'm going to try to run a very, very clean room as I can, and most of my postings is nice and clean. There's not too much foul language, little to none, if any.
Mhm.
And I tried so far. I've tried to take it through the education side of things. I went down to Asheville and audited a post office with no problems, and I had trouble with my camera, and I had to delete it, but it was a perfect audit. I got
Wow.
I got absolutely no resistance at all, none.
Wow.
And all it required was for me to be very, very nice
Sure.
and explain to her or explain to the lady that I was on vacation and I was putting together this vacation reel for the family to,
Hmm.
to look at. And while I was there, I was go ahead and buy a stamp from her. And as a special treat, I bought two stamps, and I bought uh, is it breast cancer awareness stamps? Yeah, I bought two of those, and I got the stamps, and I still got the receipt, but I just don't have the film. But then on the other side of that, I met a street person and walked with him and talked with him and got him. I called him the natural man. His name's Mark. And then I met him at the post office as well, and I got him on the post office. Now he told a dirty joke. That's not my fault. But
Right.
other than that, those I got maybe two or three of the public library, and I had no problems with the public library. They even the security guard even came over to my computer and asked me to turn the music down because I was playing music too loud.
Mm.
And I turned it down. I went over and I apologized to several people, and I was leaving anyway. And then
Uh-huh.
I went over to the security guard and I apologized to him, and I told him I didn't want to cause him any problems because I
Right.
wanted to come back. And so he said, okay, but that might have been because I went to the post office earlier and I was trying to charge my phone. They didn't have a charge cord. So I went out and I bought three or four charge cords, and I brought them all back and gave them to the post office. Or
Oh.
I, I gave them to the public library and told them, now
Oh,
you,
okay.
now you got charge cords. And so then I was able to charge my phone up because I had a charge cord. And I think that might have been one of the reasons why they were so nice. But then on the way out, I met Mark again, and then uh, he told me this joke. It's funny. I don't know if Macy's. Did you see that joke? Oh, Macy bailed out, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she's just going to watch. You can make comments too, Macy. Is that okay? Is that okay, honey?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go make dinner pretty soon. It's 6 o'clock. I just woke up.
Did you? Well, if you got to go do something, go ahead and do it. There's
Yeah.
more things than me.
Well, we were on until this morning.
Oh, okay.
We streamed all night.
All right.
I'm gonna do that, Jane. I'm gonna do that one of these days. I'm gonna get me a magnet and go magnet fishing.
Oh, isn't that so nice?
That is cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. Wonder what one of them big magnets cost. I wonder.
I don't know.
That'd be kind of neat though, because
It
there's a
would.
bunch. There's where I'm at. There's 2 rivers,
Oh,
and
you,
there's a
yeah.
big old handful of lakes and ponds. I bet you there's all kinds of stuff I can get.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Karen, tell Macy what magnet fishing is.
Well, you put a magnet on the end of a rope and you throw it over a bridge or wherever you're at, and it goes down into the water and you pull up stuff that's been, well, usually they find guns and what else do they find? Mostly
They
guns,
find
it seems like. Cars.
guns and knives and bottle caps and nails,
I've seen them find jewelry.
jewelry. Sometimes they find lock boxes. Sometimes they
Yeah.
find safes.
Mm-hmm.
You
All
know,
kinds of stuff.
all kinds of stuff. And then they'll sometimes they'll find old. Um, there's some of these cell phones are magnetized, and
Mhm.
sometimes they'll pick up a cell phone and bring a cell phone up. Not very often. And
Wow, Jane.
and gloves and everything. Grappling hook too, huh?
Wow.
And they use a grappling hook the same way. You know what a grappling hook is, right, Mason? You've seen the suspense movies where they throw a grappling hook up on the roof and pull it down and get it, and then they walk up a wall. Well, they use that same grappling hook to hook on the things down underneath the water, like old bicycles, you
Mhm.
know, stuff like that. Sometimes they find things that the police need to know about,
Yeah.
which is quite often, isn't it,
Yes,
Karen?
it is quite often.
Quite often. And they'll say, you know, they'll pull up this thing, then they'll call the cops, and then most of the time the cops are pretty cool about it. But this one guy, he called the cops, and this lady, she was a ranger or something. She got real rude with him. She did. And the next time he had to call the police, he went around her, and then they sent her instead. And so she made a remark, you know, and this guy's nice as could be. You know, he says, I don't understand why she's being like this. You know, she
Yeah,
doesn't need to be this way. She's because he was doing them a favor. You
I
know,
bet, Jane. Yeah, I want to go do that. I really do want to go do that.
I'd like to do it too. What about you, Macy? Would you like to go magnet fishing sometime?
Looks like a lot of fun.
Uh huh. Is JJ still on the wire? Is Macy still in the room?
Mm,
She might have bailed on me. I don't know. Oh, there you. Not sure. We'll get dirty. Yeah, you get dirty. You have to put on old jeans. You got to put on real good thick gloves so that if you have to get a hold of something that'll bite, you know, like a frailed wire, you don't want to get stabbed by that because you'll get, what's that called? Lockjaw causes.
oh, it's not tetanus.
Tetanus. Yeah, you get tetanus from dirty. You know, you gotta have a pair of gloves on. But you know, sometimes people find money, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of money. You know, sometimes.
Yeah. No, yeah, you don't want to wear good
You
clothes.
don't want to wear good clothes. You want to wear the clothes that you mow grass in.
There you go.
Yeah, clothes that you'd wear if you were out in the garage working on a car.
Yeah.
But Macy, Macy,
Oh, yeah.
why don't you tell the girls what you're going to be doing this fall? Oh yeah, on jewelry. Yeah, this is why she's worried about getting dirty. Go ahead
Well,
and tell them. Tell them. I don't care, Macy. If it doesn't embarrass you, I don't mind if you tell them. But I ain't gonna tell them if it's gonna make you mad, so I won't tell them. You tell them. Of
well,
course, you
now I
could.
want to know.
You could come back up, and I'll put you back in, and then you can just talk and tell them, and I'll be quiet. Yes. What are you taking, and where are you going? I worked on this her entire life,
I bet. Yeah.
and her mother.
Have
Both
to.
of us, both of us have encouraged her.
That's great.
She had a rough start in grammar, and when she was little, and when she was in the second grade, I had been told that
Wow.
if you do something 6 times, it becomes common knowledge. You ever heard that?
No, but that's interesting.
So what I would do is I would have her write words 6 times, and then verbally spell them 6 times,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had cue cards,
Those are always good.
and I had a little game that got her, a combination, and it got kind of rough a few times, But then when I began to realize how well she was doing in school, and then I stopped, and then let the teacher take over. And her teacher at the time, her name was Terror Bird, Miss Bird. First
Mm-hmm.
name was Terror. I always thought that was so neat because her name was Terror Bird,
Right.
and she just loved Macy to death.
Um.
And then the math teacher, Mr. Tackett, he told us that Macy was exactly the kind of student that they want to have in their classroom.
Oh.
Exactly the kind of student that they all wish they could have.
Right. That's
So,
awesome.
and that was in one school district, and then they went to another school district in kind of like in the middle, and uh, and then she finished out in the other school in the same fashion. And
Wow.
so, and she got the highest award for her band. Every year when the graduating classes leave, they pick a student out of that graduating class and they give this award to. And Macy won the award, and it was the same award that the music instructor had gotten when he was in school.
Oh, wow.
And so I knew immediately that if she wants to pursue a career in music, that gives her an open invitation. But she likes music, but not as a career, not yet.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's kind of tough. Music as a career.
Yeah, yeah. She went from low level reading to high level in 1 year, and that was me. I was the one that drilled that into her.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was mostly Macy's doing. It would not all be possible if it had not been for her ability to pick it up and learn it as good as she does. And she
Right.
learns better than I did. It takes me a while to learn something, but she can just pick it right up right now. Pick it right up. Oh
Awesome.
yeah, yeah. See what she said? She did join their symphonic band, so she's not willing to give up. She's not ready to give up the trumpet just yet.
Good. It's good.
I think she should probably take a class or two in piano as well as a minor.
Yeah. That's what I started. I started piano before I even started school.
Did you really?
Parents had me in piano. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tell them
So
what your major is going to be, Macy, or what your major is. It would sure be nice if you get back up on the panel and just talk. That way, you know.
yeah, because I'm gonna have to go because I gotta get dinner ready. So
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time.
sure, it was nice talking to you.
Is Jane still in the house?
I subbed to Jane, so I'll
You
be looking
subbed.
forward to your magnet fishing videos.
Uh-huh.
And it was good
Uh,
seeing you, Homer.
yeah, Macy, you can sub to Karen. Karen's pretty decent. She has fine music in her room, real fine music.
Yeah, my link's in the chat.
Yeah, her link is in the chat. She's going to
Bye,
say, "Bye."
Macy.
Are you? Yeah. Is everybody leaving now? Are you leaving, Macy?
I think she's just saying goodbye to me.
Oh,
But
okay. You need to
yeah,
go because you need to get supper going.
I do. But if you're on later, I'll stop back by.
Okay.
All right, you take
Just
care.
yeah, with just Macy and I in here, I might bring it to a close here in a minute.
All
I'll
right.
have to wait and see. Okay. Yeah. God bless you, Karen.
All right, y'all take care. It was nice seeing you and talking to you. I'll talk to you later.
All righty.
All right, bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. All right. So, um, Jane, would you like to come up? Macy. Hi, Macy. Let me bring you in. There you are again.
Hi.
Hi, Macy.
I was doing my nails.
Oh, you was doing your nails? Well,
hmm
tell them what your major is.
I
Oh,
already put it in the
you already
chat.
said mathematics and physics.
Yeah.
I talk too much. You need to tell me, hey, Dad, you need to be quiet. But now that you're up, you can cut me out and start talking.
Uh-huh.
Is Jimmy Joe still in the room
No, I think he just dropped by and then left.
just to say hi?
hmm
Okay, all righty. Well, Jane, if you haven't checked out, oh, thank you. Yeah, you do pay attention. If you haven't checked out my channel yet, I encourage you to check out my channel. And although it is not a requirement, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, and I will trade you subs. How's that sound? If you sub me, I'll sub you back. What do you think, Macy? Would
I
you,
don't know.
if you didn't know, would you sub my channel if you wouldn't already subbed?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
You're not
don't.
really the kind of channels I watch, so I don't think I would even find you. You know?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't qualify for your taste.
I usually watch gaming channels.
Gaming channels.
Mm-hmm.
You promote. You promote a lot of channels on your channel, right? You've got other channels listed.
I might. I'm not sure.
Karen said that it was lovely meeting you.
Is
You want
she
to?
already gone? Or is she
Well,
still?
she's lingering on, but she's probably cooking and watching.
Oh, okay. Wow, it was nice meeting you too.
Yeah, I've told everybody that that I'm going to be running a clean room. Jane, would you like to have a wrench? I'll give you a wrench if you like. But I do encourage you to sub my channel, and if you come back and say I've subbed your channel, I'll sub your channel, and I'll make you blue. I'm not bribing you, but I need more monitors. I need to make it so that every time I go live, there's going to be a monitor in the room. Because I've noticed when I go to other people's rooms, some of them hardly have any monitors at all, and I don't know if this person's a nice person. I don't see why they can't be a monitor. As long as they're decent. Are you there, Macy? You just went into the basement for some
I
reason.
accidentally left the thingy.
Okay, but I brought you back. I don't ask for wrenches. I'll let the host make that choice. I'm sub to you already. Cool. Wow. Thank you. I will give you a wrench. Uh, Jane, let me get over there and I'll give you a wrench. Hold on just a second. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. Jane, I believe you're blue. We can all be blue together. We can all be blue. Oh, and thank you for your subscription. Oh, and I'm going to go over and I'll subscribe you real quick. Give me a minute. Can you still see me, Macy?
Yes.
Okay. Am I looking right at you? Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. She's got two. Says our beautiful babies. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to subscribe you. All right. I subscribed you, Jane. Yeah. Double rainbow. Hey, I seen a double rainbow one time. That was beautiful, beautiful. And the second rainbow was completely visible. It was. That was up in Marion, Ohio. That was years and years ago. But man, that was great. I see. Okay, here I am. Oh, you're very welcome. I don't know if you knew this or not, Macy, but I'm known as Elmer out here in the world.
Elmer?
I did live in Marion at one time. Yes, Elmer. That's actually my first name and my dad's name. So I go by Elmer because everybody knows a Joe, and not too many people know an Elmer. And apparently, I'm one of the only Elmers out here in the YouTube world. Don't see very many other Elmers. Um,
There's
I
not
used to.
many people named Elmer.
It's an old traditional name. It is. It's it's a derivative of the name Elmo. Elmo is actually the primary name of
Mm.
it. Uh, Elmer is a derivative of Elmo, and Elmo is an Italian name, and it is an Italian name for William. So actually, my name is William,
Hmm.
Williamer. It would be Williamer or Willer. It could be Wilmer, Wilmer, yeah, something like that. But anyway, it's Elmer because I'm I'm not Italian, so I'm not an Elmo, but I am an Elmo because that's the name of my it's the name of my room right now. I used to have an Uncle Elmer. Yeah, yeah. Did he pass? When did he pass away? Years ago, or
I wouldn't know. You're talking to Jane.
Miss Miller?
Dad, did I tell you a while ago when we just moved here, my friends and I went into one of the shacks in the back
Uh huh.
and we found an old wallet and the guy's name was Elmo.
Was named Elmo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that Elmo Shack.
Yeah.
That one shack, Elmo Shack. It wasn't no pun on me. It was because there was an Elmo something wallet in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you really? Um, I live in southern Ohio, down by the end of Soda River and the Ohio River. Do you know where that is, Jane? You live up in Cleveland, up there by the deer professor or the beer professor. On your way down there, then. County. Do you know where Knox County, Ohio is, Macy?
No.
No. I'll look it up. We live in Soda County. Knox County. My older brother used to live in Marion. I don't know. You see, my name is Elmer Skaggs. Well, my brother's name is Robert Skaggs, and one time he worked at the Marion Shovel. They made for NASA gear parts for their platform when they were open. There used to be 2 restaurants in We Are North. Oh, okay. North of okay. You're close to Delaware. I got a cousin up in Delaware. Lives up in Delaware. His name is Vernon Skaggs. And I got another cousin that lives up in LaRue, Ohio. And his name is James. You're out of the room, Macy. There you go. I'll put you back in, baby.
I keep leaving on accident.
Yeah. An hour north. Yeah. You're up there real close to Marion. Marion has this very, very famous sandwich. It was it's like a steak sandwich, but it's got barbecue sauce on it and char burger. Have you ever had a char burger in Marion? Char burger and coleslaw. That's what they're called. They're called char burgers. They used to be really, really good. If they still make them, I go up there, probably go up there just to get a char burger. Yeah. Yep. Marion was the place where I was drinking one night, and I got so drunk, and I don't know if I ever told you this, Macy. Did I ever tell you about this?
No, I don't think so.
It was my first car that I bought down in Oklahoma, and I brought it back to Ohio. And I was up in Marion, and I was out this bar called, I think it was either called the Elbow Room or the Alley Bar. Might have been the Elbow Room. It was right next to the railroad track. And I come out of there, and I had to go. I got my car, and I had to go across the track to get back on the road. And I missed the road and put my car right on the track. And I couldn't get off the track because the track had both wheels up in the air. Policeman came along, and thank God, before the train came along and killed me, because I would have just stayed in the car and I would have just gotten killed. He came along and rescued me and arrested me for a DUI. I spent the better part of that whole weekend in jail in the drunk tank. And they towed my car off the track. Otherwise, my car would have gotten plowed by the next train coming along. So I know where Mount Vernon is. Yep, I do. I've heard of Mount Vernon. Yep. Sure have. I know where Mount Vernon is. That's correct me if I'm wrong, but that's out by Richmond or Richwood. and or Bucyrus. It's real close to Marion. It is. I think I've gone to Mount Vernon a couple of times. Seems to me like when my cousin Vernon was working for the grain elevator up there, he would go out that way to pick up grain from the grain, because they had different grain elevators in different areas. I think Mount Vernon was one of the spots that they had grain elevators. That was a long, long time ago. He was trucking for the grain elevators. Yeah, by Richland County. Yep. I know where you're at. So I sure do appreciate you being in the room. I'm telling you. Oh boy, let me get some stuff cleared up here. Okay, we got that cleared up. And what else have we got here? Okay. They do. Well, yeah. When you got something, don't fix it if it's not broke. So there's always been a need for grain, corn and soybean. So that's what keeps them grain elevators going. That's bread and butter for people up there. Sure is. I never was able to drive a truck. I've got a partially blind eye, and I never could get a CDL license to drive a truck. But I know how to drive the trucks. I'm just not allowed to legally. But I could drive them around the yard all day long. Thank you. She said it was nice to meet you, Macy.
Oh, thanks, Jane. It was nice meeting you too. Dad, I think I'm gonna go soon.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to cut this room. Barbara's about to show up anytime. And Macy, when I'll call you after the room, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, all righty. We're gonna leave studio. I'm gonna end the room.
Okay.
So good night, everybody. And I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good night and God bless. Thank you very much, Jane.